How's it going, James? First off, congrats on a huge kick and a huge win. What was it like for you to sort of, for you, like, all of you guys went into that game, you were 0-3 in Big Ten, to sort of, to be there in that moment, to have that chance to get the huge win for the Illini. What was it like for you to pull it off?
I mean, yeah, it wasn't just me. It was the whole team came together and we played great. I was just out there to do my job. I missed one earlier in the game and kind of had to repay the team for my miss and get out there and put it through the uprights to help them win. But yeah, I mean, it was an all-out effort from the entire squad. It wasn't just myself. And a lot of key plays by Tony Adams and Jake Hansen on defense, really helped us seal the deal.
And it's me again. Just sort of back on, because another Irish born. Tell us a bit about how you ended up in America and how you ended up being a place kicker rather than, because it's not the typical one, you people think of in terms of roles guys pick up in high school. So how did you end up becoming a kicker, and how did you end up in the States to begin with?
Yeah, so I moved over to South Florida, to Parkland in 2006, I think, when I was 8. And I just came over because of my dad's work, and I played a lot of rugby, and I played a lot of soccer growing up. And just kicking. In Ireland, you use your feet a lot. In rugby, you're kicking, and soccer, of course. But I kind of found my way in kicking coming into middle school. Like 8th grade, I started playing tackle football, and they needed a kicker on the team, and I decided that I had a pretty good boot from soccer. And one thing led to the next, and I got a bit of coaching here and there, and then University of Illinois, they called me my senior year and asked me if I wanted to come here and play for them. So, it was pretty unreal at the start.
James, Emmett Ridden here from the Irish Times, and congratulations again. Just to go back to when you were growing up in Ireland, tell us a bit about where you lived, where you went to school, what sports you played. And just on an aside to that, I see that Brian O'Driscoll is your sporting hero. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so, I grew up in Dublin. I was born in Dublin, and I grew up in Dartry Park in Dublin 6. Went to school in
the corner where I live.
Yeah, I went to school in Ranelagh, School Breda. I think I was there for 4 years up to second class. And I played rugby for Lansdowne for a bit, and I played for Belvedere, I think, my last year or so. And, I just fell in love with rugby and kind of, I'm cousins with Gary Ringrose over, and, so he's, I have Brian O'Driscoll listed as my sporting hero because, he's someone I've always emulated, his work ethic and everything, and, I've heard his name since I can remember, being, a hero in Ireland that he is, and just like him off the field and him on the field are two, very respectable people, and someone I really try and work and strive towards.
Sorry, James, did you say you are a cousin of Gary Ringrose?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay, so that's on your mother's side, is it? Obviously.
Yeah, my mom's side. Yeah.
Yeah. And just tell us then, what teams then? Obviously, age-wise, you're probably around the same age as Gary. Like you didn't play on any teams with him or anything like that.
No. He's I think he's a year older than me now. I've met him. I think for the first time we met each other. I think a couple years back, four years ago or so. And he was just getting. His name was getting recognized a lot, and I think I'm closer with his younger brother, Jack Ringrose, probably with age. But he's, my family is pretty, it's a pretty sporty family. My other cousin on my dad's side, he's a goalkeeper for Drogheda United, and
what's his name?
Luca Grafter.
Okay.
Sorry, James. Dan from the Business Post. I'm just checking. Are you a junior this year? Are you?
Yeah, I'm a junior now. Yeah.
So, given the course the Illini are coming the year after you graduate, are you considering redshirting for your senior year so you can get to play in Dublin?
Well, yeah. So actually, I redshirted my freshman year, so I'm a junior in football, but a senior in school. So I still have so my redshirt year is already up. But I wish there was some way around it. I could get back I'll be there definitely for the game.
Superb. For you, obviously, getting to the next level is obviously challenging either in the NFL or in Canada. Like, do you see yourself potentially going on as a kicker, or what would you like to do after college? Like, what are you studying?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously the NFL is something that I do work for and I strive for. You know, that's a dream of everyone. You know, I mean, and if the opportunity presents itself, you know, I'm definitely going to put everything I can towards that. But yeah, besides that, I'm studying finance now. Yeah, not sure. I was over in Ireland at the beginning of the summer for about a month. I had an internship at RBI Corporate Finance with Tom Godfrey, and at the investment bank there. And yeah, that was superb. I loved that and work there and the investment banking side of things and finance. Yeah, so that's always an option. But yeah, I mean, obviously with the NFL, it's something, like I said, I'm going to work towards and see where that goes.
James, Colin Denning here from the Irish Independent. Just wanted to ask, we obviously saw the highlight reel of you coming out to kick that winning field goal. In that moment when you know it's going to come down to a field goal, what's kind of going through your head in that final minute or so before you walk out to kick it?
Yeah, so, you know, I do a lot of visualization and stuff like that. So I've played that, you know, in my head probably 1,000 times over. You know, it's something that I've seen happen before, and it's something we work towards in practice all the time. So, you know, we talk a lot about, you know, clearing the mechanism and, you know, having just a silent mind. So, you know, I was really locked in on the moment and I understood what was at stake. But, you know, I had to treat it like any other kick. You didn't want any distractions coming in. But, yeah, so obviously it was a little different circumstances, but I treated it like I would any other kick and, yeah, just put it through.
And like 39 yards or so, it's obviously not an easy kick. How close is that to the kind of the top end of your range for a kick?
Yeah, I mean 39 yards. That's like it wouldn't be. It's pretty middle of the range. You know, I mean, this year I hit a 57-yarder, which was, you know, a good boot. That was a long one, but yeah, no, you really want to be consistent with the 45 yards, and then those are the ones you want to be making all the time. But there's something I have to work towards. But yeah, the longer ones, my range has been pretty good this year, and you know, it's been a pretty good operation.
And it's obviously a position that like kind of no one envies in terms of the pressure. Is that something throughout your sporting career and through your time in American football that like you've always dealt with pretty well?
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, you sign up for this position, you know it's going to come with pressure. You know, it's all eyes are on you at that moment, and like a game-winning kick, you know, I mean, you could be the hero or the villain, and it's something you know when you're practicing, and it's something you know you kind of feed off of. You like those situations. You wouldn't be kicking at a high level if you didn't like the pressure. So yeah, I mean the pressure is something that drives you to get better.
Awesome. And do you go again this Saturday? Another game?
Yeah, we go over to Purdue in Indiana, West Lafayette, Indiana. We play them. They're a conference team, and yeah, it's a big win. It's a big game for us. It's a rivalry game for a trophy. So yeah, it's a big deal. We got to stack the wins.
Excellent. James, it's Ken O'Connor in the bar here. Sorry, go on, Emmet.
Go ahead, Ken.
I'm just wondering, the scenes after the kick on Saturday at the weekend were absolutely astonishing. Like,
yeah.
What's that like to be in the middle of? I mean, the stadium absolutely went insane.
Yeah, it was bonkers. Yeah, it was nuts. It was definitely a scene. You know, obviously there was a dog pile in the middle of the field, and I actually passed out underneath at the bottom of the dog pile. You know. I had all the weight on top of me. I lost my breath, and my eyes rolled back of my head for a minute. It took me a little while to actually come to myself and realize what actually happened. But yeah, I mean, you know, the scenes, it was unbelievable. You know, I got lifted up, and I saw just a bunch of insanely just happy people who deserved this win, and you know, the team was just, you know, super happy, I mean, everyone was proud of each other. You know, it was a team effort, and I mean, now, you know, it's a lot of focus. The beauty about it is a lot of focus on to the next game. You know, you got a game in a week, and I mean, now it's only 3 days away. So, you know, there's a lot of attention going to that, but it's kind of our focus as a team, and the coach Smith is stressing to us that to not be distracted by all of this and just to move forward and keep winning.
And did you get to see you were talking about how your background in rugby when you were growing up, did you get to see much of the World Cup and particularly the Ireland team?
Yeah, I tried. It was. I think some of the games were over 2 or 3 a.m. on a Friday or something.
Okay.
So it was tough to see some of the games, but I watched the highlights. It was disappointing, but yeah, I mean, it was definitely. It seems like there's some real good talent in New Zealand and everything, but yeah, it was a little upsetting to do a little better, but that's how it is.
Have you spoken to Gary about it?
Yeah, Gary reached out to me after the game. He just said he sent his congrats over, and I sent mine back. And yeah, I haven't really touched on the World Cup stuff yet with him, but yeah, we'll probably keep in contact a little bit through the rest of the season. But yeah, he's reached out to me and just sent his congrats over.
Okay. James McCourt here again in the Irish Times. Just on that, when you said earlier on, did you say you only met him for the first time, Gary, for the first time this year, or the first time in a long time?
Yeah, in a long time. I think we met when we were younger, but since I moved over to the States, I wasn't back a lot, and I think he's something like a second cousin. But yeah, this was right when he was at the end of his school career, and he was just getting recognition. And but yeah, after that, he blew up into a great rugby player. So, but yeah, ever since then, we stayed in contact. Me and Jack and Gary, we just like sometimes we'll reach out to each other. But yeah, he's a great guy, super athlete.
Just one other quick one. Your sporting teams when you were growing up in Ireland, what were your favourite teams in various codes?
Yeah, so I was a big Leinster fan in rugby. I guess I'm still a big Arsenal fan. I would say I've lost a little bit of traction with the team. Just haven't really been following it a lot in the last 2 years or so. But growing up, I was a big Arsenal fan, and yeah, who else would it be? I'd say that's it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm good on my side here anyway.
I'm good on my side as well. That's been great.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, and congrats again.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks a million, James.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you, man. Thank you, James. Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah, so again for this.
Yeah, appreciate it.